Okay, I did something a little different. I took out the extrusion instead of drilling it in the still drilling it inside of the wing there. I took the other piece of flat and got my .05 that you're required to have, clamped it to the other extrusion, and put it in the drill press and drill it, because it gives me a much straighter hole. So, I'll take this now and stick it in here. And I may need to cut a little bit off because I wasn't too concerned about. Actually, it's pretty good. Now what I want to do, I've got a long rivet. I brought it down, but I don't remember where I put it, so I'm going to get another one. Put a few long rivets in it just to see if everything's going to line up. Alright. My rivets will be here tomorrow. I've got ordered them spruce overnight, so they'll be here tomorrow afternoon. So I got a few rivets, but not many. Not to mention these things would be so hard, they're so old. It'd be like driving a rock. And one of the other reasons I didn't want to drill it in here is because this piece right here and this piece right here don't line up right. So if you drill it through there, you stand a chance of watering out either this hole or the extrusion hole. And when you put it in there, you're going to get the same exact alignment. So it seems like it was much better to do it that way. That's what I did. And it's working out good. So yeah, see, that's going to work perfect. So because there's no real way to have this hole and the hole that's in this and the hole that's on your extrusion to be lined up perfect. And if you drill through them, it just didn't seem good. So what I did was I clamped this up to it, because you know what's the back side. The back side is the primer side. And so now this extrusion piece became my template, my drill template, which is going to be the exact as the other side, and I'm going to wire it out of the post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all three of them together. And actually I could use a few of these rivets and I could clean this thing up, and temporarily I could go on and put 4 or 5 rivets in it, and that way when my other rivets come wrong. But I have to cut these off because these are about 1.5 inch long rivets. So let me stick this back on. And I gotta clean all this stuff up. It's still overspray on it and everything else from when we painted it. Yeah, see, that's much better, much easier. And I'm going to try Roger's method of drilling the heads off, and then he uses a rivet gun and just pushes the stem out. So I'm going to try that tomorrow. I think that's going to be much easier. I'll try that when I do the other wing next week, or this end of the week, or whenever I get to that. If everything goes good today, I probably will clean those up temporarily, rivet those in place. And you do go on and open the holes up to all the way to the end there to go through the extrusion. So those are going to require, you have to drill these out bigger. Yeah, see, that's going to line, that lines everything up. So just use that rear, use the rear flat bar that's on your spar, because it's going to be taken off anyway. They got two there that I didn't drill. There's 2 holes there that should be drilled, or maybe more. I don't know where this one's going to fall. See, they don't. Can't see anything. Okay. Come up a little bit. Can't see nothing. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these last 3, I'm putting bolts in it anyway. So I can care less. Because I want bolts in these last 3 right here. And I'm going to put bolts, which I know they did that anyway. They put bolts in those too. So as far as I can tell, this thing's lining up like a charm. So good and tight. The rivets aren't loose. Spin that one still. So I think that's maybe the right length right there. The ones I got are way too long. Just a little too long. So anyway, this is now drilled, and I can drill out the spar. You gotta get some primer. Really worked out good. Well, there we go. Okay, that's the extrusion mounted on there. That's finished. Now, I'm not going to fold it that much more. That's good. I got about 1/16 of an inch gap between that one and that one, which is what I wanted. That's good. It's dead even with it. I gotta clamp it and I'm going to drill those, but I'm going to drill those bigger anyway, so I can go on and drill those that way, because I'm going to drill them with the I think that one takes like a 20. Drill it out, then I'm going to come back through with a 14, and I'll come back through it with a 11, which is the size for the rivets. And then that way I'll have all that done on the end over there. So let's see where we're at here. Let's do a close-up of what I got so y'all can see. It turned out really well. So the extrusion's in, and the rivets are in place. Everything's cut, the angles are in, and like I said, use the rear flat, clamp it to it. Make sure you get your distance right. Make sure that it's turned in the proper direction. Make sure, double check it all. But that turned out really good. It's really easy. I thought. I'm gonna see how. I think it'll be twice as fast if I can buck the rivets out of there, or push them out with the rivet gun versus trying to drill them out the way I did last night. But either way, it just took some more time to drill them. But this is done. I'm gonna go on and drill those out over there on the end. Let me bring the camera around here, just for the heck of it. Oh man! Anybody that don't want to do this, we're going to do it here at this facility, and we can get a ferry permit and get you. We got a pilot that can pilot your airplane here. Don't have to worry about that. When you get the ferry permit, we can get your airplane here. We'll get it signed off through an AP.